Hi, I'm Sheree Coulter with the Danbury Institute here today in the nation's capital with 6 quick updates from the news this week. Beginning with the bit of good news, we saw that an incumbent conservative judge on the Georgia Supreme Court won re-election against a pro-abortion challenger, former Democratic Representative John Barrow. Barrow made abortion protection a central part of his campaign but lost to Justice Andrew Pinson by 10%. An important point to note, since some have signaled that they feel being pro-life is a losing electoral position. This victory demonstrates the holes in that theory that could potentially affect campaign and policy positions around the country, especially as Republicans look at the party's platform and whether the GOP's stance on abortion will be softened at all, something that evangelicals continue to stress they do not support. Next, we look to the other side of the country, where in Seattle, transgender hormone therapy is branching into public schools. The Daily Wire reports that some call this the school-to-clinic pipeline, introducing irreversible gender-affirming care treatments to young people within institutions once trusted as safe places for children, their schools. A Parents Defending Education spokesperson told the Daily Wire that this is an unconscionable that it is happening within the K-12 school setting. Just down the coast in California, another school found itself in headlines this week when administrators, parents say, would apparently not let a young boy running for Commissioner of School Spirit and Patriotism give his speech unless he removed all parts about patriotism. The speech talked about the importance of showing respect to veterans and paying attention during the national anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance. A picture of the young boy shows him wearing a hat very similar to those President Trump wears that says, "Make SBC great again," referring to his school. The school denies censoring the student, but the parents remain pretty upset. Still in schools, we move to Louisiana, where the 10 Commandments may soon be displayed in classrooms. In April, the Louisiana House voted for the measure, and now in May, Louisiana Senate has voted 30-8 in favor of an updated version of the bill. According to Blaze Media, it is now in the hands of Republican Governor Jeff Landry to ratify the legislation. Two last headlines here, and they deal with the First Amendment. In a case regarding bus advertisements here in Washington, D.C., a federal court found that the Metropolitan Area Transit Authority wrongfully rejected 2 advertisements from a Texas-based conservative Christian organization, Wall Builders, who is being represented in part by First Liberty Institute, who praised the decision, affirming that the U.S. Constitution grants all Americans the right to express their point of view, religious or secular. Lastly, the Washington Stand reports that Congressman Chip Roy has joined other Christian leaders, including Family Research Council's Tony Perkins, in voicing support for a Finnish parliamentarian on trial for promoting biblical marriage. Last year, Roy and Perkins highlighted the importance of standing in defense of international religious liberty and said the continued persecution of this Finnish leader should be a stirring call to prayer for Christians globally and in the U.S. as we see the tide of hostility and persecution rising again. From the Danbury Institute this week, you can read in our Life and Liberty brief about our support of Harrison Butker, the NFL kicker under fire for comments supporting women being mothers, the sanctity of life, and the importance of fathers and family. All of these stories are linked in that brief, which you can find on our website, or you can subscribe to receive that email each week. Also, if you plan to be in Indianapolis during the annual meeting of the Southern Baptist Convention, we invite you to join us for the Life and Liberty Forum June 10th. We look forward to sharing a lunch together that day and hearing from conservative Christian leaders who will bring encouraging word about standing boldly for biblical values and biblical worldview in the public square. Tickets for that are available through our website. We hope that you can join us.